Whoa, look at all these eggs.
Hey McSpadden Fairgoers, it's Duncan from Daily Eggs. I hope you're having a good virtual fair. We've been busy putting in chicken coops around the lower mainland and on the islands for the last 10 years. I'll show you a little bit of what we've done over the last year. This was a coop out in the Langley Seniors Village. It's a place for people with dementia and memory loss. We insulated this one just to be sure if they get cold, be all right. But snow is a good insulator too if you got it. Another coop out on the island. And we got to adopt the Science World hens for a while the museum was shut down. We had built their big chicken coop a couple years back, and we had an auxiliary coop there. Here's a little bit of the factory at home. We prefab our coops and put them in on site. Up in North Van this year in the district, they started allowing backyard chickens. One detail is you do need to have an electric fence around it. So you can see here we've electrified the perimeter, and then you can go up and get the eggs, go clean the coop. We just left that boulder right in the coop. It was on the hillside in North Van and wasn't going anywhere. Putting cardboard down or pine shavings or both can be a good way to keep your coop clean. Having a big door to open and get access is great. And keep in mind your chickens are predators as well. They'll eat your crops, so cover them up with mesh. These are Buff Orpington chickens and kids love them. They let them pick them up. Most chickens are pretty docile. They'll hang out while you play rock and roll music. They're good companions during these weird times. Thanks, and get in touch if you need a chicken coop.
Hi, I'm Emily from JAR with 2 R's. We're a package-free grocery delivery company. I hope you're having an amazing time so far at the McSpadden Fair. And I'm here today to talk to you about how to reduce waste in your household. Here's some of the tips and tricks that I've learned in the last few years, and I hope that they're helpful for you. One thing, first things first, is some of us have got out of the habit of bringing bags due to some of the COVID regulations. You can totally bring your bags to the grocery store now. Don't forget to pack them. You may need to pack it on the floor of the grocery store, but this will save you plastic and paper bags that you may get from the store. The other thing we changed up in our house was we stopped getting sliced bread. So we started to get bread from our local bakeries that we could get without the plastic bags. So this is from Livia Breads on Commercial Drive. It's a bit of a treat. And what we do to preserve it without plastic is we use a beeswax wrap. So these beeswax wraps are really incredible for preserving bread. I can't find anything else that works as well. And they're also great for preserving fruits and veggies. These ones are from Abigo. So they're a Victoria brand. And I believe they're the original beeswax food wrap brand. So they're awesome. The other thing that we have started to do in our house is we collect our veggie scraps, so things that might normally go into the compost, so food waste, and we make veggie scrap stock. So that reduces those cartons that you get for vegetable stock. You collect it in your freezer, and then when you have a full bag, you get a big pot of water and you boil it, and we have a recipe on our website if you're interested in checking that out. Anyways, I hope you're having a great time. I hope those were some helpful tips for you. And I look forward to seeing all of your zucchinis. Bye for now.
Hey, it's Steve from East Van Beest. Just doing a quick video here about beekeeping. We're not going to be able to really tell you too much in a couple minutes, but we'll give it a try. So here we have a few hives. Bees are busy. This bottom box here is called the brood box, and this is where the bees live. The queen is in there. She's laying eggs. Bees are emerging. They're collecting pollen. They're collecting nectar, which they'll turn into honey, and they'll use that honey in the winter as their stores. Today we're going to add another box to this so that they can have enough honey for the winter. You'll see this box here. This one has a smaller box on the top, and it's called the Honey Super. There is a divider in between. It's a sheet. It's called the queen excluder, and it doesn't let the queen pass into the top box, so they can just collect nectar and deposit it in there, which they'll evaporate the moisture to less than 18%. Then it's honey. Then they'll cap it, and we can remove it. We just always got to make sure that we leave enough honey for the bees for the winter. As you can see, some of the hives do really, really well. This one here has 2 brood boxes, a queen excluder, and then it has 4 honey supers. So the bees have been really busy this summer and spring, and have managed to fill those boxes with honey. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop the top off. It's probably stuck on there with propolis. So whack. Oh yeah, a lot of bees. These guys really sharp this up. Alright. Pull this up. And there it is. Beautiful frame of honey. Fully capped. This one looks pretty dark, so could be pretty interesting. We'll just shake the bees off. And we'll give it a little brush. Get off the extra bees. As you can see, they really don't care too much about us. They're busy doing their work. And here we have a frame of honey. From each one of these frames, we'll get about 3 pounds of liquid honey, about 30 pounds of honey per box. So in the final step of extraction, we're going to need an extractor, and this is where this machine comes in. It's a giant metal drum, basically, with a basket inside where you can put the frames. Once we open the cells, we place a frame in like so. Turn on the electric motor. It spins at high speed, forcing the honey out of the cells onto the wall, where it drips down and then ends up coming out of this honey gate. That's it.
Hi, it's Iona here from A Healthy Beginning. So with the summer season upon us, today I'm going to show you how I make my summer mineral facial lotion. It's a product that has been very popular. A lot of people have been interested in it, so I want to show you today how I make it. I make it using zinc oxide as the main ingredient to provide broad spectrum sun protection, and to that I add a variety of skin nourishing butters and oils. In the back here I have some beeswax and shea butter and hemp seed oil that I am melting together. The beeswax will help hold all of the ingredients together, and they also provide some protection from the natural elements, and they also add some water resistance to the product. Hemp oil is really good for all types of skin, and especially acne prone skin and oily skin. So I find this is a really nice oil that absorbs really easily into the skin, doesn't leave your skin feeling greasy at all. And shea butter is really good for adding antioxidants and vitamin A and E to your skin. So once I have this all melted, I'm going to be adding sunflower seed oil, which is also very nourishing and also great for a variety of skin types. And I'm going to be adding zinc oxide, which is a natural mineral that provides a barrier on your skin from UVA and UVB rays, and it doesn't get absorbed into your skin unlike other chemical sunscreen products. So it's a great way to provide some natural sun protection. And I also add some raspberry seed oil, which also provides sun protection. And then I add in some vitamin E that helps to extend the shelf life and also great for your skin. And then I add a little bit of tint using, this is a blend of different iron oxides. It's a blend of brown, red, and yellow iron oxide. As you might be able to see, it provides a little bit of a natural tint to the product, so that it blends into your skin more easily. And depending on your skin color, you can add a bit more brown or red or yellow to match your skin. And then I also add some lavender and palmarosa essential oil. I'm just going to turn the stove off here because it's all melted. And lavender and palmarosa are both really good for your skin, for a variety of skin types. It helps boost skin regeneration, and so really good for dry, oily, and a normal skin. And I do that after I remove this from the heat, because a lot of these ingredients, especially essential oils, will be degraded by the heat. So I always remove it from the heat first. And then once all the ingredients are added in, I will put it into the freezer and let it solidify. I let it sit in there for about 15 minutes, and it'll still be soft enough for me to whip up, but more solidified. So I use a hand electric mixer and I whip everything up, so it just makes sure that all the ingredients are nicely blended in, and then you have an even protection. And then once that is all done, I just put it into a container, and it looks like this once it's all done. So you might be able to see that this is a natural tint to it. So it's not completely white, it has more of a skin color. And as I said, it just helps it blend into your skin more easily. So that is how I make my summer mineral lotion, facial lotion. I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a shout, and I wish you a very happy summer.
My name is Ryan. I am a co-owner and head brewer at Luppolo Brewing Co. Brew a lot of fruit beers, a lot of sour beers, barrel-aged stuff, funky beers, but also more traditional styles, pilsners, hefeweizens, IPAs, red ales. So we kind of have a very broad spectrum of styles of beer that we brew. Trying to have a lot of variety for customers, but also keep it exciting and interesting for ourselves as well. Our next bottle release, which is one that I'm particularly excited about, is called albicocchina, which means little apricot in Italian. And this is one of our favorite beers to make here at Luppolo because it's one that we're very involved in from the very start of the process, where the apricots are grown in Aramata all the way to the very end. And it's a lot of time and effort with this beer, but it's one of our favorite to make, so it's well worth all the effort. With different fruit beers, we either put the fruit straight in the barrel with the beer, or we'll kind of blend out of barrels and then put the fruit into another vessel for like secondary fermentation. But with albicocchina, we've always just added the apricots straight into the barrels. I think we normally put around 75 kilos of apricots in each 220 liter barrel. We then will send a mixed fermentation sour beer into those barrels and usually let it sit with the apricots to re-ferment for about 2 to 3 months, at which point we transfer them out of the barrels and off the fruit, and then back into a blending tank where it'll then condition for a while before being bottled, and then bottle condition again after that for about a month or two. And you get quite a lot of like flavor from the pit, flesh, and then you also get a really nice like almost tannic mouthfeel from the skin of the apricot as well. So I think that's a big difference from using puree, which is kind of the only other available option, is that you don't really get like that whole fruit contact time and allow the fruit to kind of break down during fermentation, which we find just gives the beer a whole different level of complexity.